Hi everyone, I'm Annie and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever think about it that maybe you can make your own winter coat instead of buying one? I got this idea in my head yesterday and today is my free afternoon, so let's jump into this project and make my new winter coat. First of all, as you can see, I will use a little bit of latex fabric and this lining fabric too. And I also almost forgot to mention that I will use a latex tape in the end. And this video is sponsored by Hello Textile, who surprised me with this very cute fabric. It is a little bit of thick and super soft and warm fabric, so it will be perfect my winter coat project, and if you want to shop it, you can click on the link down on my description. I use Mood Fabrics Bellis coat pattern, as you can see. It takes a lot of time to cutting out these pattern pieces and putting them together, and also you will need a lot of paper. Almost 100 pieces. As you can see, this is the Bellis coat pattern, and I will use size 32. This will be the perfect base of my project, and I will make a little bit adjustment on the pattern to make it perfect for my design. Also, after I finished putting together the pattern pieces, you can see this extra wide, 200 centimeters wide fabric, which allows me to make a super long coat from it. So, as you can see, I use my books as a weight to cut out every pattern pieces according to the original instruction. After that, you will see that this fabric makes a little bit of mess because it has little pieces that flying all over in the air and also on the floor, but it will be worse in the end. As you can see, I cut out the two back pieces and the two front pieces, and I will just put them together starting from the center of the back. As you can see, this is the opening of the back and this is where I will stitch them together. So let's start it, and I also will side stitch them together, and also I will do the shoulder parts. So first of all, I thought that maybe I didn't need to pin them together because I can make narrow stitches, but it is not true. So I will go over and pin them together using super big pins that I can see them on the fabric. After that, I will move on to the sleeves, and I will continue with them, putting them together. As you can see along this line, I will stitch these two pieces together and then fold it half after I finished it, and I also stitch them together along this line, so the sleeve is finished. But also I mentioned that don't forget to pin them together because it is hard to sew. So now the sleeves are totally finished finally, and let's move on to another piece. Also, this little fluff is everywhere, like on my hoodie. Anyway, this is the color of the coat. I use these two layers of latex fabric. I just ironed them into the inside of the pattern piece. I put them together face to face, and along this line I will stitch them together. After that, I will need to turn them inside out. So after turning them inside out, I will go over with top stitches along the edges, make sure they are nice and flat. You can see I finished with the collar, and this is the back piece that I also use latex and a little cute handmade label to it. And now let's move on to the pockets. I decided that I made lined pockets because it's so much nicer, I think. So as you can see, I leave a little hole there and go over and stitch these two layers together. After that, you can see I stitch them together, and here is this hole. I turn them inside out through this hole, and I will go over, stitch close this hole, and flip it back approximately 2 centimeters and stitch it down, as you can see on the other finished pocket. So now I will move on, and according to the pattern's instruction, I will just stitch the pocket to the right place. It turns out super cute and super clean, I think. So As you can see, I stitched together the shoulders parts. And now here is the hole for the sleeve, and I will go and put the sleeves in it, and then I will pin it together, as you can see, and I try to show you how it looks like, but it is hard to see since this fabric is super printed. I mean, it has a lot of pattern, and you can see the fluffs are everywhere in the house. So anyway, I will go over and stitch the sleeve to the right place. For the front facing, I use a little bit of latex fabric, and I will stitch it together with this side front lining piece. As you can see, they are perfectly matching, so I do this with both sides, and also I will stitch them together with the back piece, as I do with the main fabric in the beginning. So let's go and stitch them together. And after that, you can see that I use this little piece from the main fabric, and this is the back from the lining fabric. I made the right curve for it, and then I will just flip it over and stitch them together. And you can see that I burned a little bit my latex fabric, but nobody will see it in the end, so I think it will be like that. So anyway, I just put these two pieces together, and I also attach the sleeve for the lining fabric. You can see I just basically make an inside coat. I think I can call it like that. So after that, I will move on and continue with the collar from the main fabric, and I will attach this collar into the neckline. As you can see, this is the outside, and I will just put it right there and go over and stitch it to this right place. And after that, I will use the wool lining coat and make sure that everything is matching on the edges, and basically I will stitch them together. Make sure that they are face to face, not like in the picture like you see lastly. And you can see that I have a whole pile of fabric. It is very hard to stitch them together, and in the end I just roll hem the bottom edges twice, and I decided that maybe I can use this latex tape. I think this is how we call it. It will be perfect for this little edge. And this is the back of the coat. I just, you can see, I flip back the lining fabric and I hand stitch it because I want invisible stitches from the outside. Anyway, you can find these details in most fabric sites, have to put the lining and the main coat together, because my explanation is not very professional, I think. Anyway, if we are moving a little bit forward, you can see in the top it looks super professional, I think, all the stitches. It looks like some fast fashion, or maybe a little bit better with the stitches. Anyway, I am satisfied with my result and how it came out, and when I put it on, I am 100% sure that this process and a lot of cleaning after it totally worth it. And if you want to do a jacket like this for the next winter season, you can go for it. It is an easy DIY project with this pattern and with this super soft fabric. So don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys next time.